I want to get to what's going on with the Bulls and the Pelicans as well, guys. And Matt, I know that you left. By the way, Matt, who is a multi-hyphenate, multi-talent, he was on our set earlier, left to go do an entire podcast episode that he hosted and now is back. And since you've been gone, as Kelly Clarkson said, some action has happened. Woj reporting the Pelicans are sending Lonzo Ball to the Bulls via sign and trade. That's a 4-year, $85 million deal that could include Thomas Satoransky. It could include Garrett Temple, Mark has reported, going back to his Louisiana roots there. What do you think of that deal and what happens now on the Pelican side of things?
I think Lonzo, it was the best move he could have made getting out of L.A. I think he definitely found his footing in New Orleans, and you see the potential we've all spoken about. I've always been a Lonzo fan and said within the next 2, 3, 4 years he'll be an all-star. So he's got a new home now. Interesting to see what Chicago's going to do with Zach LaVine. But really happy for him, and this is a big city, big stage. I expect him to do his thing. Okay, well then if we get over to the Pelican side, though, the Pelicans are missing him there. Well, it's going to be interesting. I mean, you know, the coaching situation, I didn't think that was a good fit last year. They got my former teammate Willie Green out there coaching now, so I expect him to really have a grasp on that unit. But it'll be interesting to see how they use it. You know, Van Gundy wanted to put Zion more of a point forward role. Who's going to emerge as the actual ball handler with that team is kind of yet to be seen. Very interesting. What do you make of that, Zach? About what? About Lonzo? Sorry. Zach's been looking at his phone. He's very big on this Doug McDermott news. Go ahead, Mr. Louisiana, please. The chair recognizes, the floor recognizes.
I did hear this earlier this morning that New Orleans actually would have an outside shot at Dragic. Okay. I know they have a point guard in Zion, but if things don't work out with Dragic to Dallas, keep an eye on New Orleans, which is probably a little bit of a surprise. Okay. Well, I mean, look, here's the thing about Zion. Can I apologize? Please. Okay, go. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to pull this on you. Sorry, do the other one. Do the other way now. Give him the other. Hit him with the 100. Oh, this one. Yeah, 100.
New Orleans got to do something, though. That's 100. They got to do something, and I don't know what their fallback plan is going to be, but they've got more work to do today. Yeah, and look,
they could use Dragic.
They certainly could. I liked the point center, point, what are we calling him? Point forward,
Zion.
Point center, just point Zion. Malika, I liked the point Zion experiment because I think regardless of whether they stick with it or they really rely on it next season, it just added a little more dimension to his game, right? Good to show, especially a young player. The possibilities are open. You can do pretty much anything you want on this floor, young man. You are that talented. But now that Lonzo is gone, what do you see ahead for the Pelicans, Malika?
Well, I see stepping up for BI and for Zion. I mean, the sirens are going outside of my apartment. I don't think it's that serious what they're going through, but right now it's proving to Zion, right, that this is a place that he wants to stay and wants to continue to grow. So they're going to need to continue to kind of put those pieces around who they think is going to be best to help him with his growth. But that's what all of this is about for them, is what is Zion going to want long term? How can we keep him wanting to be in New Orleans, wanting him to grow in New Orleans, wanting him to continue to play in New Orleans? And Zion Williamson, he told me that he liked playing that point forward, point center, point Zion. Point everything type of role. Just Zion, just reinvention of Zion type of role. And so continuing to put him in that position where he gets to test out and try out and grow his game, that's going to be the task for the Pelicans. And it's a big one to keep a star like that, to be growing, but also wanting to win, to do more, all that's going to be on the docket for them.
And can I ask Matt something?
Sure.
Matt, you played point forward before. I know there's been all this fascination with Zion running point, but is that realistic?
No, I think the ability for him to be able to do that is amazing. You obviously never want to take that kind of creativity away from a player, but they're going to need a real point guard to run that team.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.